Hello and welcome back. We're excited you're here. And I wanted to do a voiceover style round because I think if you're trying to break 80s, break 85, I realize that not everything can be transferred via video without explanation. So a lot of words can be spilled and used, but let's start with anxiety, depression, overanalyzation, stress, joy, lows. These are the parts that I believe take you to the next level within your game. So let's have a conversation as we play this course, which is absolutely beautiful.
Sit.
And as you can see, some inclement weather, some changes in plans. We make bad shots.
Slippery?
Yeah.
And having to, unfortunately, right here is a perfect example. Where are you with your mindset? Do I want to have to hit that ball out of that rough? Am I angry and bummed that I made that shot into that rough? Absolutely. The biggest thing I've noticed, especially in pursuing a lower score, is realizing you're wanting to remove large numbers from your scorecard. And compounding mistakes or errors are only going to lead to a difficult round. This hole is a perfect example of not only experiencing difficult holes, but also recognizing that I have played enough golf and I have enough consistency under my belt and experience to work through it. So, say you have a blow-up hole on 12 and 13 after you've been putting together a decent round. That's going to be a different experience versus the hole that I had early in the round. The emotions are going to be high. Trying to figure out, does that make you anxious? Does that make you depressed? Does that make you heightened in an emotion that needs to be controlled? How are you working through realizing that's in the past and you have to figure out how to become present?
Beautiful.
Thanks.
That's a question really to you. How do you become present? If you're at a course like this, or any course, you're able to stop, maybe pull yourself out, realize that you made a couple of bad shots, but you can recover. I tend to go back to solid contact.
Hit that tree and kick.
Really battle the mind right now because complete rain delay, freezing cold. Now it's sunny, triple bogeyed, so really have to trust that I can play this game and pull it back in. That's where I'm at right now. And when you bring in solid contact, you try to make a proper shot in the right area, avoiding larger mistake areas. So if you're hitting your driver and it's not providing you fairways for your next approach shot, you might need to change your club. Now, unfortunately, my putter can't be changed. That is purely something within that you have to work through. New greens, never played this course before. It's always going to be a little bit different when you have only laid eyes on a course once. so your expectations might need to change throughout the round. But I've avoided trying to teach you in every video what it takes. And I've only wanted to do that with these rounds due to the fact that I've wanted to prove to you all that I am not just a player on the range. I have dedicated a lot of time and effort into this game, which was wonderfully brought back by Casey, and I went through a 12-year hiatus in playing the game, and learning how to play this game now is different. Even I have to let go of what I knew
Smoky.
and try to accept what I know today. Which means, where is your game? What are your expectations?
Whoa.
We've talked a lot about different mindsets of the golfer. We've seen different mindsets from my game. And when it comes down to breaking 90 or you're breaking 100, you've found some type of consistency, right? You have found a way to make it work. So now you have to really reduce and figure out, okay, this is how this worked. How do I keep implementing that and allowing that to work for the game in which you play on a different day, a different week, a different month? Your body's going to be different. So let's come back to that. Presence. Breathing.
Gorgeous.
Simply enjoying your life as it is, regardless of the score. It's easy to be hard on ourselves. Golf is such a game of performance. Judgments. I see a lot of people judging themselves after every shot, instead of taking a moment to just accept what happened. Like this, that putt, gone. I have to accept that. But that doesn't mean I need to give up. I can make a good putt here. But being so harsh on ourselves, I understand the mindset to it, because if others see that we're hard on ourselves, the first one to realize an error happened, then we remove, quote unquote, in a sense, people's judgments. Especially when you're really early on in your journey with golf. I think when you can accept, even if you're playing with someone better than you or not as good as you, we are all at the place in our game at that moment, and we're all trying to become just a little bit better.
Chef's kiss.
Well, how do you feel about the course today?
It's beautiful, and I'm having a great time.
Well, at least one of us is.
The rain was a lot, but I feel great. I'm having a great time. It's beautiful. Love you.
Love you too.
She's the best. Best thing I ever did was keep pursuing her. Eight years in, you learn a lot about one another and yourselves, and there's so many correlations that I could bring up with golf and a long-term committed relationship, but we'll stick to the golf on this one. So today in this round, you can see I've missed a lot of putts in a lot of bad areas, and I had to keep telling myself I've never seen these greens. I don't know how they're all going to react, and that's okay. That's just something you need to accept and try to make good shots to get to the green and hopefully give yourself within 20 feet to make a 2-putt. But judging yourself needs to happen, but in a way that
Good read.
allows you a judgment-free zone. And what I mean by that is allowing yourself to be a teacher and a student, and sometimes letting the course and the game teach you happens, and sometimes you need to be the teacher of yourself in how you react. No matter what shot you take, there's going to be a temptation to react.
You know, as you get into golf, you have to realize it's a sport that you have to give time to it and patience to it, and you'll go through ups and downs, and that's all I can say is even with your life, you got to be patient and find out who you are in each moment and experience just trust within your path and who you are and what you want to choose to be. And I'm just glad that you all are a part of this journey, and we just want to share more of who we are and what our lives are about and what we're committed to. And hope you enjoy the round and the beautiful sights, and stay tuned for a lot more of us to you. Yeah, right on. Thank you. Yes.
I am someone who struggles with anxiety, and it's easy for me to overanalyze and overthink, and I lose the feeling within myself when I'm playing the game. And great shot there. It's beautiful when you hit a great shot.
Yeah.
Play a great hole. But I have to find myself breathing and finding the moment of who I am inside, and gratitude is a big proponent to finding out the present moment and allowing myself to forget about what's happened in the past, in my game, in my life. Gratitude can be found if you choose to see it. So finding out how to improve your game, as we've talked about in this video, is finding out what are those strong emotions that have a tendency to make you out of balance. And when you can learn within yourself what that might be, you can relieve the pressure, you could relieve the stress, you can embrace the moment, you can allow yourself to become more than you've become, because you have to. When you start lowering your score, the smaller the mistakes, the better your round's going to end in all reality. And in pursuing breaking 80, the amount of mistakes are still going to be allowed, but it's finding out how to stop the quote-unquote bleeding of yourself and beating yourself up and giving up. And that's the game of endurance that golf really is. So there's so many things that we want to share with you all, and we welcome you to the tribe. And some of you have been along for the journey of what I've done with my career, and now we've pivoted to a wonderful experience of life and what we enjoy spending our time doing. And we believe there is a need to connect with oneself through this game, and we want to provide a place where we give insights to many aspects of the game. And this isn't a quick fix. This isn't going to be something that we could sell you in a gear or piece of equipment, which they do help. But as we bring it, ooh, could have been dirty. Could have been dirty. Welcome to the game of golf, and this might be a completely brand new life and place that you've wanted to explore, and you've never really played a game of golf. And we can't tell you enough that there is so much joy and just understanding in this game and who you are as a person. And we hope to share our philosophies and ourselves with your journey, and hopefully we can help one another strive to become better. And the heartbeat of our channel is to continue to focus on those elements of the game. So thanks for joining on this round, and go out there and find out what makes you tick on the golf course. Stay tuned for more. As always, we appreciate your comments and support. Let us know if you like this voiceover style of teaching over a round.
Sometimes it's a grind. That's golf. To break 80 is really a mental thing, and even when you start out really rough, you have to be committed to knowing that you can play golf, especially when you know you can break 85 and you're starting to push and break 80. It really comes down to let the bad shots happen, but you can recover and play good golf. So stick around. We enjoy you. Hope you enjoy us. Talk to you soon.